What is up, Yak Squad? How is everybody doing today? Welcome back to another very exciting episode of Yak Pack Outdoors, guys. And in today's episode, what we're going to be talking about is a FAQ, okay? A frequently asked question I get on this channel probably somewhere between 10 and 20 times a day on different videos. Just, I got 350 videos on this channel. I get comments asking all kinds of different things. But the most common question that I get asked every single day, guys, is what is my favorite rod and reel combo, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you guys, okay? This is not like a rod and reel arsenal video. I've got one of those I did. I'll link it up top and down in the description if you guys want to go check that out. That'll be my complete full lineup for 2019. A bunch of different brands and all that good stuff, shape, sizes, colors, all that good stuff. But what we'll be talking about today is my own favorite rod and reel combo that I own, that I use frequently. Okay, so with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. But before we do, one quick thing really quick. This little icon popping up right down here, new little Instagram icon. Be sure to go follow me there. It's linked down in the description as well. Let's talk about some rods and reels. All right, guys, so before we get started in this video, I want to kind of explain something really quick, all right? I'm not partnered with, pro staff, or sponsored by any rod or reel company, but I do have a deal with Favorite Rods, okay? And I'm not sponsored by them. I don't make any money from them. They gave me a discount code to give to you guys, and I could use myself. It's YACPAC15, YACPAC15. It's down in the description. You'll see it. It's gonna pop up on the video right here. You'll see it pop up. But if you want to get a Favorite Rod, you can use that. I'm not pushing you to get a Favorite Rod because I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not, like I said, not sponsored by anybody. So I'm not gonna sit here and push a specific brand down your guys' throat. I'm not a believer in that. I never have been on this channel and I never will be. But with that being said, my #1 rod that is like a budget-friendly, go-to, never fail, absolute favorite for the money is, I don't have the reel on here right now, guys, so don't judge me, the Lose American Hero rod. Okay, guys, this is the combo you can get from Dick's Sporting Goods, Academy, Bass Pro, Cabela's, most of your major tackle type shops or sports and outdoors type shops. The Lose American Hero, guys, this is a 7-foot medium heavy fast action, and the reel that I have on here is or had on, it's obviously not on here, but the reel that I had on here was a, I believe, 7-0-1 or a 7-1-1. I could be, it's just one of the two, but absolutely favorite for the money. Like, you literally, it doesn't get no better than the Lose American Hero combo, I promise. Okay, guys, if you have been around this channel at all for, I don't know, probably the past 2 months, we'll say, you have seen me use these two rods the most, okay? Now, this is a 13 Fishing Fate Black. This is a 7.3 medium heavy, okay? I've got it a 13 Fishing Concept C. It's a 6-6-1. Phenomenal rod and reel combo. I wished I had the 7-3-1 gear speed, or gear ratio, I should say, for topwater fishing or frog fishing specifically, especially when we're fishing for snakeheads and stuff like that, guys. I really feel like that faster gear ratio would have been a lot better, but the 6-6-1, it does the trick. I'm gonna tell you guys here in a minute why I got this reel in this speed, but this combo is a absolute, I mean, it's a meat stick, guys. 7.3 medium heavy fast action. Do a lot of frog fishing. Now, some of you guys may be watching and commenting, well, how are you frog fishing with a medium heavy? I promise you, and since January, I don't know, guys, 200 fish on this combo right here. Snakeheads, bass, peacock, I mean, you name it, I've caught it on this, and it's held up to the true test of actually being put through the works and given a true beating. But the next rod that you guys have seen me using a lot of is the Favorite Summit rod, okay? Now, I didn't buy this rod. Favorite didn't send me this rod. My buddy Trey, you've seen Trey in some videos before as well. Trey actually sent me these rods to use and to kind of like test out to see how I liked them. And I've actually got a 6.9 medium heavy as well. But this 7.3 extra heavy with this Corrado K in a 7-4-1 gear ratio, guys, yeah, it's a little on the pricey side. And I would never sit here and push down your throat that you need to go buy this to catch fish on top water, because that's just not how it works. You can catch fish on a $50 combo rather than a $450 combo. Like, you don't need this stuff. But absolutely, like, this is probably one of the lightest rods I've ever held in my entire life. And I'm an advocate of trying a lot of different brands and sizes, colors, all that good stuff. So the Favorite Summit rod, definitely one of the lightest rods I've ever held. And this is another absolute broomstick, guys, for topwater fishing. Like, this thing is, I mean, it's there's no other word besides phenomenal. Like, it's just that good. All right, guys, next up, this is something that I know if you've been around the channel for the past 2 or 3 days, I know you have seen this rod. This is a 7.3 extra heavy favorite absolute with a loose tournament MB speed spool. All right, this is a 6/8 to 1 gear ratio reel, 7.3 extra heavy rod, and as you can see, we've still got the Shine Glide tied on from a couple days ago, the Swim Bait Showdown series, episode number 5. This is the rod that I'm choosing to use for the Swim Bait Showdown series, specifically, unless I'm using smaller baits, okay? Smaller baits, we'll get to that rod in here in a second, but for really big swim baits, the 7.3 extra heavy, it does the job. I don't feel like it's the best rod for it, but then again, at the same time, I'm learning the whole swim bait fishing deal. I've never been a huge swim bait fisher. Actually, I never was a huge swim bait fisherman until I moved down here. My buddy Colin, he texted me one day and he's like, hey, let's go throw big swim baits. And I was like, hey, let's do it. Caught some good ones and decided to start a series on it. So that'll be linked down in the description if you guys want to see episode number 1 through 5 in the Swim Bait Showdown series. Basically what that is I am testing out all brands, all shapes, all sizes, all colors, all everything you can think of swim baits. All right, all things swim baits basically. So really, really good series so far, guys. We've caught some absolute giants down here in South Florida on the Swim Bait Showdown series. But anyways, that's the swim bait rod for now until I can figure out something, you know, a little better than that. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I literally read and reply to 99.9% of all your guys' comments because I love interacting with you guys. All right, next we have the favorite Phantom rigged rod, okay? This is on a Shimano Keenan reel, or Kanan, however you say it. I'm not 100% sure on that. It's a 7:1 gear ratio. I actually did a video the other day on this specific reel. My wife found me this reel for $30 at Academy Sports, and it is usually a $100 reel. So to my knowledge, what a lot of you guys were telling me in that video was this reel was being replaced by the Shimano SLX. Can you guys confirm or deny that? I'm not 100% sure on that, but I do know that you can find a lot of the SLX reels and not a lot of these. So it does make sense to me. It's a shame to see this one go, though, if that's the case, because I absolutely love this reel. Did a video on that. You guys can watch that if you want to. It was an in-depth view on this reel right here, and it turned out really good. But I don't know, guys. I don't know what it is. I'm not a huge fan. Like, this rod is good. I don't know, guys. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like a 6.5. Like, it's good, but I have rods that I prefer to use over this one. So, moving right along. All right, guys, next up we got the 7'4" medium heavy favorite Big Sexy, okay? This is not the LFG edition. This was before he released those rods. I've had this one for quite a while now. And we've got a Shimano Scorpion DC reel on it. This reel speed is a 7.2 to 1, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that, but it doesn't say it on the reel, and I just don't remember. I know it's a 7 something. It's a faster reel. But guys, when I first got this DC reel, I was 100%, I was just so stoked, and kind of just grew out of it, in all honesty. Like, I still want to try the Corrado DC, but I don't use this combo as much anymore. As a matter of fact, guys, I honestly couldn't tell you the last time I used this combo. And one of the big things that I don't like about this rod, okay, the favorite Big Sexy, is how long the handle is. I don't know, you guys can see it. It's almost as long as my arm. So, like, for cranking, if you're using crankbaits and you're on a boat, perfect. If I'm standing up in my kayak, perfect. If I'm sitting down or if I'm pond hopping, whatever the case is, and I go to set the hook on a fit, I don't know, guys. I'm just not a huge fan of the long handles. Absolutely love short handle rods. That is just my personal preference. In the Army, we like to say shooter's preference. That's what I like. And next up, guys, we've got the favorite balance rod, okay? This is the Andrew Flair edition, 7.3 extra heavy. This is this frogging and flipping stick. I may actually experiment with something, guys. I may change my swim bait rod over to this one just to see how I like that, how it works. But good rod for the money. But I think what it's priced at is a perfect price. I don't think it should be 1 penny more than what it costs. But the aesthetics of it and the color and the action on it and the feel and the weight and the balance, all that is good in my book. Again, not my favorite rod, but it is a really good rod. All right, next we've got the 6'9" medium heavy favorite Summit rod that I was telling you guys about. Again, really good rod, really light, really convenient for if you want to go, run around pond hopping with your boys and whatnot. I love this rod, absolutely love it. The sensitivity on it is, as you can see, I was throwing a weightless trick worm on it, and guys, perfect for that. Absolutely love it. listen, again, very expensive rod. Absolutely no need to go out and spend that kind of money on a rod unless you want to, or you know, if you can afford it and that's just what you want to do, perfect, then I highly recommend it. But if not, the Lose American Hero that we talked about at the beginning of this video, you can do the same exact thing with, I promise. Guys, this is probably my favorite rod ever made. This is the Favorite Defender. This is the Lunkers TV edition. I got this rod, I want to say his rods weren't even released for 24 hours yet before I already had one rush shipped to my house. But this is a really good rod, guys. It's a 7.5 medium heavy. This may actually turn into the smaller swim baits like I was talking about. This is the rod that I'm going to be using for smaller swim baits or soft body swim baits, or like soft plastic swim baits, or whatever the case is. This is what I'll be using for that. We have got a massive storm rolling in, guys. Look at this. That is not good. That is not good at all. All right, and before we get absolutely dumped on, guys, because it is on the way, it is coming. We are minutes away from this storm. I did not think it would be here this quick. The Mojo Bass Glass Crankster, okay? That's what this is called, the St. Croix Mojo Bass Crankster. 7.4 medium, moderate action. Literally the best crankbait rod I've ever used in my entire life. The sensitivity, 10 out of 10. The weight, the balance, the look, the feel, 10 out of 10. Short handle, I would say medium handle. It's not short, but it's not long either, so that's perfect. I will use this rod for anything that dives no more than 12 foot. I feel like with anything over 12 foot, you would kind of want to go with a longer rod, maybe a 7.8 or 7.9 or something like that. Ooh, it's getting bad. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up before this gets here. This literally wasn't supposed to be here for like another hour, but it's already here. It's already thundering. I'm sure you might have seen some lightning behind me. But guys, if I had to pick one of these out of all these rods to be my absolute favorite rod, this is what I'm picking. The 13 Fishing Fate Black with the 13 Fishing Concept C. Absolutely favorite. I don't know what it is, guys. I fell in love with this rod when I got it for Christmas from my wife's dad. Then I bought this reel for myself as a graduation present after an Army school, and I just absolutely love it. And then more about this Concept C, the reason I got it in the 6.6-1 was for those crankbaits. So I will switch this reel over to this Mojo Bass rod whenever I know that I'm going to be going out on a boat or whatever and doing some cranking. That's what I'm going to be using this for. But other than that, I use it for my top water, and absolutely love it, guys. Just a all around. I mean, this combo, guys, is, now the reel is expensive, I know. You know, you could slap a Concept A on it or something like that, or maybe even an Origin A. The Origin A's are really phenomenal reels as well. Or you could put a Black Max on this. You could put a Abu Garcia Black Max or a Lose American Hero reel or something, or a Quantum Smoke or something like that. A $50 reel on a $100 rod, and you've got a top tier combo. The hands down. This rod, guys, absolutely sold on it. Absolutely love it. I couldn't love it more. It's in my eyes, it's perfection. But with that being said, guys, thank you again for tuning in. Thank you again for watching. I've got to get in the house before this storm hits me. My kids are up there waving at me now from the window. But anyways, thanks again for watching, guys. I greatly appreciate all your love and all your support. And we will catch you guys on the next episode. We'll catch y'all later, Yak Squad.